2019, when an investigator, private investigator by the name of Kimberly Carter came into my life and started finding all this evidence about my case, she started posting it on the internet. At this point, I have no relationship with my father's side of the family. Betrayal, again, they all turned their back on me. And I remember he asked to come visit me. And I took him off my visitation list for years because I had moved on. It was nothing more than I could say. It was nothing more he could say. But in 2019, I put him back on my visitation list. The investigator, she was in contact with him, and she was telling me, sharing bits and pieces of their conversation. So when I put him on my visitation, if he comes up here, now this time his health is bad. He was a fraction of the man that I once knew and admired to a degree. But before the visit was over, he had a tear in his eye, man, and he said, "Son, I did not know that this was actually a wrong conviction." He said all these years, everybody had told him that I was guilty of this, and everybody put it in his head, and he said, "I wish I could have helped you financially to get you a lawyer from the beginning when I had the means to do so." And I started to brush it away. I'm like, man, don't worry about that, woo woo, because I could see this is going to be an emotional conversation, and we only got like 10 minutes left for visit time, right? So, and he said, "Son, no," he said, "I need to say something to you, son." He said, "Man, I love you, man." And even though he said it, and I immediately tried to brush it off or deflect it, that shit touched my heart, man, because I waited all these years just for him to say that, right?
Wow.
And maybe to some people who hear this story, maybe that don't mean shit, right? But the way I've grown, because I am on death row, Texas death row, and you cannot imagine the mental anguish that everybody goes through here. But to have somebody say, "Hey, I admit I was wrong," that has valued me. We can't change the past.